I'm Jamal Gumbs, and my official job title is Cyber Threat Intelligence Analyst at NBC Universal. So I'm basically responsible for analyzing threat intelligence data that is used to practically identify threats and alert different business units that may be associated with those threats, and then try to mitigate against potential impacts to the company. I guess what piqued my interest in the field was the cybersecurity class that we had at FSC at the time. It was only one, I only took one course in cybersecurity at my time there, but it definitely struck me because it gave me a good foundation into what the field is. The coursework helped build my foundational skills, and I was able to use those foundational skills professionally in a variety of different tasks and positions. So it definitely helped me. What they teach you there, it exposes you to like what the basics in the field, what is malware, what is the different threats that are there, what type of attacks are possible, how do you defend the system, how do you do this or that. So that foundational knowledge is key, right? You can't really do what I do now and understand and grow in the field unless you have the foundational knowledge. So that program basically, it was a rotation program, a 2-year program where they give you different types of training and send you different skill sets, and basically you do that for 2 years and then you roll off into program. But basically, when I was in the program, I rotated to different positions within cybersecurity. So I started out on like our platforms team, then I went to our incident response team, and I basically split my time between those two teams. And then after that, I just rolled off onto the incident response team, and then a couple of years later, here I am in this different role that's kind of similar, but still working closely with incident response and operations and things of that nature. It's kind of a cat and mouse game, right? So the bad guys, they come up with different ways to complete their objectives, and as the good guys, we try to defend against them and think of clever ways to stop them and find them and get them arrested in some cases. So it's ever changing and ever evolving field, and it's basically it's the cat and mouse game that always evolves, and it's driven by the technology, it's driven by the new techniques, the new tactics that people come up with, and it's always interesting. So that really helps drive my interest in the field, and has it's never a boring day of the job. There's always stuff to do, and there's always new things on the horizon. So, and with what I do in particular, I get to be on the leading edge of that, right? So I get to hear about all the new hotness that people are trying to come up with to do a certain thing. What worked 10 years ago and what people were doing 10 years ago to try to target a company, that's completely changed, right? So the things that you work on is always evolving, so you have to be adaptable. And you have to keep your knowledge up and always seek to better yourself and stay on top of your form, because the bad guys they're not taking a break. So it's a fun field, and I hope a lot of people would like to join me in the fight.